probably end up selling a Ford and buying another truck.
Why the hell would you sell Ford and buy another truck?
So I can afford to buy another truck.
Don't take less than like 10 grand for it. I'd put it on there for like 20 and shoot down to 15.
I'm not going to fit on the internet.
Well, tell the motherfucker 15 grand. They don't want it, they can kiss your hairy ass, you'll keep it.
No, I'll still bring it though.
It's worth like 20.
I'll get me a little bit more for somebody else.
I'd have 20 grand. If I had 20 grand to spend, Mike, I'd give you 20 grand right now for that thing. Are we live or waiting to go live?
We're live.
No.
They would put it on there. Hey, everybody, Mike's going to sell his blue Ford.
Yeah.
There, it's advertised.
You just pissed off at it this week. You'll change your mind about it tomorrow.
I ain't even messed with it. I ain't looked at it. I ain't even opened the hood on it to figure out nothing.
What did it do?
Oh, it does this little bullshit about it just die, go. I changed the steering, I hot wired it to get rid of the whole system to the truck, so it wasn't that. It was a coil light and put new plugs in it. It all started after we put the plugs and wires in it.
Hey, I thought you said it was getting better.
It was till the next time I drove from the Ocho to do with my eyes in and came back, and the day after that, I drove from my house to Napa and died.
Dang. Maybe the carburetor's saying it needs some love, Mike.
It is dead. It was just dead. Started up and dead. All the way back on.
Plugged up, is it?
That's just what it is. If I get any fix with it, I'm driving Jeep, freezing my ass off in it instead of freezing my ass off in the Ford.
Sounds like a very us thing to do around here.
One of these days, we're gonna have to pull the dash out of this fucking truck.
That and that there, they undo a couple bolts at the bottom, and the dash folds backwards like that, and
But I say that because in order for me to get to my blend door little electrical bull crap so they'll work again.
Yeah, if we're live and we're doing this, hey, we got somebody fucking watching. And here I am fixing to move the camera around so y'all can hear it, see us bullshitting instead of just hear us bullshitting.
What?
2 minutes, 47 seconds.
somewhere.
There's one or two bolts down there. There should be a line of bolts up along the
Camera position. All right, guys, welcome back to Hammered Monkey Live, uncensored, non-friggin' cut. It's late. It's cold outside. It's actually toasty in the shop. I'm a little intoxicated.
Oh, did you hear we found out my water pump's leaking? Yeah. So tomorrow, I got a water pump to change.
Wasn't we going to do that in the first place when you said you'll replace everything when you had all that apart and you didn't do it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I ended up not exactly having enough money to buy everything in one shot. That radiator was a little more pricey than I thought it'd be. Which tomorrow, that's going to be the first step is pull my radiator out.
Mhm.
Give us a little more working room with the fan.
Yeah.
That's going to be the trick of getting that fan undone.
Is that big nut thing in there?
I think so.
I got a big ass adjustable hammer.
I think them were left-handed threads that hooks it on there.
I was told whatever direction the engine spins is what direction it goes to come off.
Well, you look at if your fins are facing this way, it puts pressure on it this way.
I don't know. I've seen several videos on YouTube of people just starting them up and just setting that fan down there and lining it up and go whoop, spinning.
They know what the hell they're doing to do that too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fucking try it, man, you know.
Yeah.
Mike knows what it feels like to get your arm in a fan, don't you, Mike?
Yeah.
We got that on video.
I've had my arm, my fingers, my wrist. I've cut my wrist.
Did you forget about me in that 65 Wagoneer back when I was like 17, 18?
Yeah.
Got my fingers in the fucking
Yeah.
fan.
We actually have it on a short video of Mike with his arm in a fan.
I even got my finger cut in the V-belt.
Yeah. That fucking hurts.
I'm glad that the belt wasn't really all that tight.
I rolled both hands through one.
I had a finger in there at the very end of it. It still cut my finger, but it wasn't so tight that my finger would go all the way around it.
That was an old fucking diesel tractor that got me. I was sitting there, we just got it, we were trying to see if it'd run. And I was cranking it over to make sure my hand up on the belt to make sure it wasn't locked up. And the belts were so goddamn tight, I was turning the fucking belts and turning the diesel engine over. Next thing I know, my buddy just fucking jams the fucking starter on it. And just whoa, both hands going through everything. Oh, it fucked me up. That was a real good buddy right there. Kind of miss hanging out with that guy. I don't put my hands anywhere around anything that moves. Ironically enough, I still got all my digits. He's missing part of his.
Oh yeah, you ran through fingers. You got out there with a hatchet and chopped the buggers off. You bastard.
No, he was riding an old Honda 3-wheeler. And for some reason, it didn't have a chain guard on it, but the shifter broke off of it. He had a pair of vice grips down there for a shifter, and whenever he needed to shift, he'd just reach his hand down there and click it gear on them old vice grips. Well, he was hauling at us. We were just going down the road, and he went to shift, and son of a bitch, slung it up there. I mean, I could see the bones where his fingers was missing. He's like, motherfucker. Jams the throttle on this fucking thing with her. It jumps up on the back tires. I'm riding on the back of some bitch for my dear life, you know. And then all of a sudden he just fucking dies. He turns around, looks at me, hey, get this piece of shit home. I think I need a doctor. Takes off.
I think I need a doctor. My finger's missing.
Cut. Yeah, he lost this finger right here. He lost his left trigger finger down to the first knuckle. And then his wedding ring fingers down there, he's just barely got a little bit of a fingernail on him.
It just lacked right off there, huh?
Yeah, got it up the chain. The next day, his 3-wheeler got a chain guard and a proper shifter.
That's like Alan was working at a potato factory up in Idaho, working on one of the machines, had the machine shut down.
Yeah.
Some asshole came by and hit the start button while his fingers was up there around the chain, and it went through the chain.
Hey, that could be the reason why they made the lockout tag out. Shit.
Well, I do more than the lockout tag out. I fucking killed the power completely.
Well, that's how lockout tag out is supposed to work.
No. I mean, I take the fucking panel off and I pull the fucking power feed coming into the machine out completely.
Yeah.
I don't play around.
So you're
Because I used to work with a bunch of dumbasses that would, oh, hey, let's hit the start button.
Needs shit. What's left under shift cable? That drive shafts.
Shift cable will be tomorrow morning. And I think it's just going to go ahead and get a whole new cable.
Yeah. But however, we can get that thrown up on there tonight. Go blah, 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 shoot. See how much quieter it is.
See how much girthy it sounds?
I'm thinking before we put that on, starting it so we know what it sounds like this.
Mhm.
And then put that on and see how big a tone difference there is.
Yeah, because we can always go back to the video later for our own comparisons. But yeah, let's start it up. We'll get the Def Cam going. Oh, no, we're not, Morski. Holy hell, we got 3 people watching this shit.
And it's about to get loud.
Ain't gonna be loud.
Essentially, it can't be as loud as it was open manifold.
It's on the Cadillac.
Yeah.
It's on
Hey
the
guys,
fire.
let us know how you're doing. Starting to
I
try.
need to go.
That's not very loud. That's just the yeah, guys. That's just the Y pipe on it. We had it running earlier, open manifolds. What was you saying, Mike?
I thought you were gonna run those off some of the things.
We custom discussed it, decided not to because this was quicker.
No.
That and I figured out where I stashed that part at.
That part.
I had it hidden in one of my other trucks.
I don't know where the other pieces laying out there for up and around there.
Oh, you mean the pieces laying in front of the 460?
So you decided to do a single exhaust.
Run single. It can't run a true fucking dual. You're just just run a big single.
Well, you can still run two dual on this thing.
Yeah, but you can't run true dual.
Yeah,
True.
you can.
True dual's a fucking pipe down each damn side.
I'd have
Oh
to
yeah,
make-
you're talking fucking running it out down there. Yeah, popping it out the frame rail. We could eventually do that. That would be kind of cool. We had like 3 people watching. Now we got like 0 people watching. Nobody liking, sharing, subscribing.
They didn't like the truck being loud.
We're just standing around looking.
Yeah, well, they can't see us. They can hear us, but they can't fucking see us. Hey, they can see your fuckers. They can see my fucker. Oh, yep, yep.
That's whenever I looked in there, I was looking at the tailgate on the transfer case. I'm like, I wonder what they're doing. I hear them talking back there. And then I see Josh come up there and tell me what you're doing, Josh. And I'm going to cut this off so we can do this. I have text in there, hey, you got the transmission in yet? And you guys still doing whatever you're doing, then I just jump over.
No, I replied back to that actually. I gotta go make some people up. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Mike, I actually got down where you can see my face on camera, coffee or bad.
Yeah, we got the transmission in, and luckily we started it open manifold because we had a transmission line pop out.
Yeah.
So we found a leak and fixed it before the exhaust pipe was back in the way.
Well, is that 19 millimeter lugs on that or
7/8.
7/8 lugs? About 19 millimeter.
I like the fact it's got a little bit bigger lug stud than normal.
That's what I was going to put on my Jeep, and I went a different route. It was going to cost me the same, but
Eventually, I'm gonna be putting a set of 1-ton axles under it, but some that are meant for off-road use. And when we do that, we're 4-linking it.
before linking it.
And the
Put a
reason
straight
I'm,
axle front end on it, but 4 links on the front of it too. So
I'm gonna build this truck to where if I decide to go off-road, it's got the capability of some flex to crawl.
The CPC
All the
axles don't
articulation.
the CPC axles don't really give you all that.
Well, them CB axles, you got to throw them like some road jam at them. They go breaking and shit. Which I mean, they do.
I
make
turn
upgrades.
all the way with this truck in 4-wheel, and it fights. It does not like it.
Yeah.
you can hear them joints protesting it.
You know, I've never had a problem with that. No. Song out there.
Yeah, we seen.
But I think
We've
this
seen
one,
somebody put a 4-wheel drive axle underneath it one time before.
Yeah. It's going to happen again on this channel.
Maybe we could get on video instead of having just some ignorant dinosaur that don't know how to do all that. That does that shit without the camera being watching.
Oh yeah, but actually going back up under it. Yeah.
but when we go to doing all the straight axle swapping and all that for this, it's going to have to wait until we have a lift.
I was gonna build one of them out of that pipes and stuff laying over there at Eric's. Laying walking on that.
Yeah.
I guess I could have went around that cord so it that dragged that cord around with it too.
Those welds right there ain't half bad for the first time you ever using that welder. I am definitely looking forward to playing with that Hobart. Preferably tomorrow, whenever we get this out of here, we'll get the bumper chuck up in here and get that bumper on chuck. The chuck's about to be fucking daily.
When they give you the frame or the trailer bed and everything, all the pipes I could get because I wanted to go to frame so I could. And I'm not having a pipe.
Well, it's all still back there. Probably about the only damn thing I'm going to end up keeping off of it's probably going to be the winch and all the PTO shit.
And then wanted to go over and put some pulley systems, then they run down. They have a little slider where it goes up and down around the pipe, and go get the little square dies that go down the side of it, and little notches in there where you have to pull them off them to let it down. So when it comes up, it'd be real quick at changing beds and cabs and all it'd be useful.
This transmission would have been a lot easier
I
with
fixed
lift.
that winch.
I would have just picked the cab up off it.
Fix what lead?
What you gave me?
Oh, that little bitty one? They got broke like 3 times and we fixed it already. You fixed it the 4th time?
Yeah, because you lost that little piece that went in there. I took a piece of metal, ground it where it fits in the gears area, and so it ain't really all that strong, I don't think, because it had a hell time kind of pick up just to pick up the blade on the shoulder. It is functional again. That's capped out that little bolt that got broke off in
There was
there.
only a 1,500 pound job on it. 20 minutes going and we still ain't got nobody watching. Oh well. That's all right. Hey Mike, we know this is more for our fucking amusement than it is for theirs.
Yeah.
However, it is kind of fun taking strangers on the internet along for this adventure that we're embarking on.
Yeah, we're just sitting here talking now like you said we always did it. And I'm usually not a doctor on camera. I usually want to do something all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm here talking on the camera. And there ain't nobody watching.
Yeah, there ain't nobody asking questions, you know, wanting to bullshit with us. It's all right. Hey, me and Mike don't need you fuckers to bullshit. We can bullshit ourselves. You can hold the end of that up.
Yep. I was trying to get in place for it before.
Yeah. Now everybody's down there.
I'm down here on the ground, but I can put up food.
Well, they see me up here talking to myself.
So we just gotta tighten that up. Well, back to that. We're just gonna hold it up and rub it to it before I tighten these up.
Hang your heavy finger. We want it up in there snug so we can get it, correct?
Well, we want some coil within that frame.
How many inches you want?
Right now, just a little more.
About an inch or so.
Yeah. Barely had enough room to get ground on there.
What's on and off on this?
Middle switch says control power.
You go down.
On the far side. Second switch up from the bottom.
You know that, Mike? Like popping slick? That's my technique.
Make the fire speed too fast. Okay.
Oh, there's $2 for wild fire speed. One of them's for school guys.
I seen the wires. I seen that one. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Once I do you got to, you want to hold it on both.
Try it again, Dom. Let's just for shits and giggles. Reload over it.
Part of it could be dirty metal. It's getting pretty good right there. Yeah. That ain't never going nowhere.
Sitting at 5 on 3. Where you're above the best at, Dom.
Yeah, we're going to take a lot of play with that. Okay.
What else? 4 pins. Yeah, you're on 5 and then 3 where when you kick the back some that.
Like I said, part of that could have been the dirty ass nut.
I still think it needs liner.
Well, That shouldn't be too hard to fucking do if
But yeah,
we
you
can
know,
find one.
you should be able to replace that whole entire
Unit right there.
thing with a like a up to date. Because all
Up
it
to
is,
date uses 5-wire, not 2-wire.
There might be something. We don't really know. I mean, that also being
Well-
said, that is a
Just change the liner. The liner's like $30 compared to $300 for the whole standard.
we got to do that. Measure how long that is, and then take the liner out of it.
15 foot. Then you cut the liner to fit.
then we have more liner we can put up somewhere and a nice.
It's got a special end on it that it has to have.
Okay.
Now
Now
you
you just
want-
need to tighten up the flange and we can fire this sumbitch off and see how good or bad it sounds. I think that looks pretty good right there.
I think it turned the wrong damn direction, but alrighty.
Hey, that's where it was turned.
Yeah, but it's turning where it's facing forwards instead of backwards.
Well, I can heat the pipe up later on, put a bar or something in it, and bend it.
Or do some pie cuts.
Pipe cuts won't work on that because that's the inside angle of the elbow that needs to open.
Got a pie out, a big pie out, bend it, got another piece of fucking pipe, fucking wedge back up here.
That would have been a job for out here.
Yeah. It's not like it's gonna be too hard to get back off.
It's not like it's going to be too hard to
Just fire
fire that
flame
thing up
range
over
and go.
there and
Yeah.
get it glowing red and bend it. Because it don't have to go far.
That'll work though.
Looks like it's backed into something. It's off the ground.
But it's hung. Like an old Missouri mule. No, that's mule Mike.
Short and stubby.
Maybe that's the reason why we call Mule Mike Mule Mike. I was there at that bar whenever he made that donkey laugh, and I was there at that bar whenever he punched him in the mouth and made him cry.
Yep. Told that meal that my dick was bigger than his, so he was laughing at me. Yeah, I showed him. Then he was crying.
Now, I thought maybe you punched him in the mouth because he laughed at you.
No, that's how that joke was supposed to go.
I know, Mike, I know. I was just trying to change it up a little bit, try
That amuse people.
to amuse people, up your ego just a little bit.
That's funny. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with that. I wanted to build a couple. Kind of like I wouldn't want to be picking up in the car with by no means on that. I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
But I just
Wanted to build a little
bodies,
train, yeah.
bodies and stuff. Where,
Yeah.
I could really use that over there. If Dad's going to be changing his truck and cabin stuff around this weekend. For 3 days we're going to be doing that.
Yeah, Jackie, he might not be busy. I got to work.
What?
It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I'm going to go help Mike and his dad do some body swapping.
Maybe. It's not like I have a job nowadays.
I think we're doing it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday over at Dad's house. We're going to be swapping 66 cabs around. Then we're going to, I don't know when he's going to do that, but he's going to stretch his frame. Now he's looking at all that done in 3 days. This cab and this cab. And put a 454 in place.
Hey, Joshy, go over, take the camera, record that shit. All we really need for a video is just at least one monkey. And it doesn't matter which damn monkey it is.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. It can be the drunk monkey, the not so drunk monkey, or the completely sober monkey.
You consider that being sober. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said if you can consider that sober monkey.
Yes. I do like that fucking weather, boy.
Yeah, like we dial it.
Yeah.
Hang around with it.
Well, we got it set up now where we can. So. All right. Probably ought to turn this gas bottle off. I mean, that shit wasn't that expensive, but it wasn't that cheap either. And apparently, the gauge over there for the gas bottle ain't quite working for the flow. Joshy just kind of adjusted that by ear. That could have been part of it.
No, I'd given it more gas than it actually truly needed.
Yeah, well, that's a pocket right there. You're on so far away from your well.
But I know about what gas flow right now is it's between 35 and 40.
Yeah. That's actually my second time welding with one of them big 220 rigs. You know, I'm happy with it. Not much at all. What's that? A little bit of a different tone, but not much.
It did quiet it though.
Yeah, it is a lot quieter, and that's really what we was going for.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of quiet.
Well, it's quiet until you get her up in her RPM.
And just when you're standing in front of the truck and getting smoked out, that's the part that think you got a buddy.
Yeah. Well, we did start it a couple times, let it run, rev it a few times, no O2 sensors and shit like that hooked up, and then the back half of the exhaust off. So the computer's probably all kind of wonky right now.
She'll straighten back out pretty quick.
We straighten out her one.
Yeah, truck looks a lot like my mother's. My mother was over there getting her truck with a fucking box and new liquor and everything put in it.
Lifters and trunnions or just lifters.
I have no idea what all it's possible.
I do believe they call that on them LS's. Those got like little needle roller bearings up inside that rocker. They call that like a trunnion.
Actually, I told you about it when we had that little, not
Well, it had to like 5.
parts and everything.
Tell Shaft brother was doing transmission. He's got split the foot out back here. Good thing there's already a bunch of kids that are on the shop floor.
Spitting the foot out.
Yeah, the transfer.
What's that take? What's that? Dextron? Or
Dextron. That's what it beats Dextron.
Hey, at least we know she's doing transmission and shit.
Transmission does transmotion stuff. Look at that handsome devil right there. Hi, you beautiful son of a bitch. Ain't nobody else watching, but you know, we might watch this later.
I can't put the front drive line in it.
Why
But
not?
I can put the rear drive line in it.
Why can't you put the front drive line in?
I'd have to pull it back out to do the shift cable.
Oh, yeah.
This is shift cable goes through the floor and wrap around or something.
That's going to be the bitch. It's getting the old shift cable out.
Well, it shouldn't be that big.
Because we're going to have to drop the steering column to get to it.
Thought all we needed was the back half of it.
It is, but
Is that a 6 foot
because it
long?
broke that foot on the front half, I'm thinking that front half of the cable is a different size than the new cable is.
So we have to put that clip back in there?
I had to order another new cable. That clip broke in half. So,
You got too aggressive with it.
no.
It's too aggressive. That popped it out of there real easy.
But I'm thinking, because the new cable, I think it's just a little bit, like a thousandth of an inch thinner. Because it made that clip spread. That's why I'm thinking this one's too big and I'm going to have to switch the whole cable. Not only that,
There's a clip in there.
but I can't put the transmission in park with that cable that's on it. They'll only let me go to reverse and won't let me go into park.
Can you just push that?
Oh, is that what she was messing with? Okay, the reason why it probably wouldn't go into park is because it was spinning. And it's got to
No,
be
it
stopped
wasn't
and
that.
held still.
It wasn't, I'm saying when the clip broke,
Yeah.
because it's hooked on the transmission.
Yeah.
I had them together, and without it hooked up to the other cable, it wouldn't let me go past reverse. It'd stop it right there saying that's the max travel it had. So I'm thinking that cable is too short.
Yeah, it might be.
No, it should be adjustment. There's some sort of.
That come out of it. Yeah, pickup.
Yeah, that'd make the cable. I'm saying where it hooks on the transmission, it's
It should be the
Not
same.
right.
It should be the same as the thinning cab or not. Because they're going to go through the same area of the cab and around.
but we're just gonna put a whole new shift cable in it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
have
gonna
to
say
probably have
fuck
to
it
pull
and
that.
put a new one.
Probably have to pull the seat out so you can push the carpet around.
Sooner or later, I'm going to have to find a fucking happy medium. That damper right there.
There ain't no happy medium.
So that bottom one coming down and the top one gets really hot.
Just the bottom one plumb down, and the top one gets really cold.
Really, you bottom one wide open, it's nothing to it.
Well, you leave the bottom one wide open and you leave that one closed, it gets really fucking hot.
Hey, half close it.
That's where I got it set right now. On the bottom damper, and the top damper's like a quarter close.
Well, open the top one some wide open.
I'm gonna put wood in that some bitch 3 times today.
And the other one you got to figure it all the time.
Well, you remember, you was out here. You had to constantly fuck with it, feed it, keep it wide open, and I mean, it didn't heat the best. It heated enough we could work out here and do all right.
Well, that makes it bad.
Yeah, this one right here, it puts out like 3 times heat, burns like a quarter of the wood. I love it. The best part is we can fucking smoke meat on that son of a bitch.
Well, our good is for smoking.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this.
Yeah, ain't nobody watching. Hold on. We should probably do an outro. Do the outro, Mike.
All right, everybody. We're glad to see you. We're glad that you came and watched, and we're gonna get off here and do monkey things.
Yeah. So like, share, and fucking subscribe if you want. If not, don't. I think that's